welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Nolo. Nolo M in it is the name of the channel. For today, me and my dirty pile of laundry will be giving you my prediction for the semi-final UCL matches that will be happening. So Real Madrid versus Chelsea and then PSG versus Man City. So I didn't think I would be doing this video considering the whole European Super League fiasco and how angry UEFA was going around saying these clubs will be banned from the UCL, and I'm just like, oh my word, what's gonna happen to the semis? But they are going ahead, and we know 3 of the 4 teams that are part of the semi-finals were going to be the founding clubs of the Super League, so Real Madrid, Chelsea and Manchester City. So people were going around saying PSG might as well win the whole UCL if all the other teams will be, I don't know, banned from the UCL, or Dortmund, Porto and Liverpool would be brought back into this whole thing. But nope, that's not happening. We're going ahead. So my predictions, so this video will be a little bit shorter. I did one on the quarterfinals, and if you want to check that out, the little text box will show up somewhere in this video, and I'll also leave the link in the description below so you can just check that out if you want. For my quarterfinals, I was right about everything besides PSG and the Bayern match, because like personally it was very close. I don't know who to pick and I ended up going with Bayern anyways, but PSG did the most and they won, so that was the only match that I got wrong. So it'll be interesting to see how many matches I'm right about when it comes to the semi-finals. Alright, so the first matchup that's happening Tuesday is Real Madrid versus Chelsea. The first match is happening in the training ground, like Jurgen Klopp said, complaining about the training ground. The same training ground Real Madrid dominated and knocked Liverpool out of the UCL competition. But if you believed in Liverpool and thought they were going to win against Real Madrid, wow, you must have been dreaming really hard, because nope, I saw my team winning against Liverpool, and guess what? I see them winning against Chelsea as well, and I'll tell you why. So firstly, I want to start off with Zinedine Zidane and how great of a manager he has been for Real Madrid. I feel like this is the greatest I've ever seen him through all his times at Real Madrid, because the tactics have just been so spot on. He has been experimenting and getting things right all the time. I just never in a million years could have seen Zidane as like a tactical mastermind, because he has been really doing the most. We saw him like deliver the typical 4-3-3. He has done the 3-5-2. He has done the 4-1-4-1, and that was also against El Clasico, which we won, by the way. Yes. And the variety has been so insane. Also, squad changes. He has been rotating some people, not seeing your usual Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric in midfield, and Zidane has really improvised a lot when it comes to the squad, considering all the injuries or players testing positive for COVID. We see Valverde playing as a right back, and it has worked out in most cases. But recently 3 draws, and oh my word, I feel like the team is getting a little bit exhausted from all these matches. We know Getafe was a draw, recent match against Real Betis was a draw. If we count the Liverpool second leg, a draw. The only win they got in between was the 3-0 win against Cadiz, or you say it as Cadiz, I'm not quite sure. Cadiz, yes, them. So I feel like they're also starting to get a little bit tired from all these matches, but Zidane is really trying the most to rotate the squad. And he's also been asked in the media about the depth of Real Madrid, and he just says that we have a lot of quality players and that is not an issue, but I feel like it low-key is. You look at the bench and you're just like, okay. And the match against Getafe, we saw Mariano play, obviously Karim getting some resting time. We saw the likes of Victor Ribas play. Isco has also been getting some opportunities to play, and the recent match against Real Betis, he was not his best. So I feel like now Real Madrid is at the point where they need to prioritize, because the La Liga title is slowly slipping away. So I feel like they should just So maybe the Champions League might be prioritized a little bit more, and I hope when they get to the Chelsea match that they play as hard as they did in the first Liverpool match, because that was just amazing and a beautiful match, and I was super proud of them. So hopefully when they come to Chelsea, they do what they did to Liverpool and win, get the job done so we can get to the final. So in terms of Chelsea have been winning. They've been known to win with 2 goals or more since Thomas Tuchel. Things have been amazing for Chelsea despite the West Brom situation, and they knocked Man City out of the FA Cup by the minimum 1-0 score, and they won against West Ham. So they have been winning, and that's good for them, right? And Timo Werner has been back scoring, so that's nice for him. But when I compare Chelsea and Real Madrid, I feel like Chelsea is good defensively this moment speaking, you know, Sergio Ramos aside, and considering Varane playing with the likes of Nacho and Militao, yeah, Chelsea is just a little bit better when it comes to defense, and then Real Madrid is just amazing, on fire when it comes to attack. So you see this and you like, attack versus defense, who will be winning? And I feel like this is going to be super interesting to see. But I feel like in the end, Real Madrid's attack and Real Madrid's midfield, yeah, the midfield stays being the heart of Real Madrid, will be just a little bit too much for Chelsea. I don't know how the scoreline is going to be, how it's going to favor Real Madrid, but I just see Real Madrid getting the job done against Chelsea and heading over to the finals, because yeah, Chelsea's attack, I mean, it's not the best. It really is not. And if you cannot score goals, and Real Madrid can score goals, I don't see a clean sheet with both teams, but I just see Real Madrid winning this. Yeah, that's what I see it. And the reason being, their attack is just going to be a little bit too much for Chelsea. The only way I see Real Madrid messing this up is if they get exhausted, or they play the way they did against Real Betis. There was no creativity whatsoever. They gave Real Betis space, and it was just horrible. But obviously in the second half they improved a bit, but it was still not like the Real Madrid. It was not like the Real Madrid. So that was a bit concerning. So if they play the way they did against Real Betis, I would be concerned. But if they play the way they've been playing with some of these matches that they've been winning, particularly the Liverpool first leg, then yeah, Chelsea's dreams of winning the UCL or heading to the finals will be crushed by Real Madrid. And then we head over to the match, which is PSG Saint-Germain and Manchester City. I'm also quite excited for that matchup, and I must say I have been supporting PSG throughout. I've started supporting them with the whole Barcelona match, and I wanted them to knock Barcelona out of the UCL. They got that done, and I was like, yes. And then they came to Bayern, and at first I was on Bayern's side with my quarterfinal prediction, like I said, but during the whole first leg match, I was like, do I really want Bayern to go through, because it just might make things a little bit difficult for like the rest of us. And so I was like, you know what, PSG has to get the job done against Bayern, and so they did. So guess what, I am on PSG's side when it comes to the whole Manchester City match as well. I want PSG to win this, and I think PSG will get the job done against Manchester City, and Manchester City's dreams of winning the UCL are gonna go bye-bye courtesy of PSG. Now, why do I say this? If you have been watching Manchester City recently, one, they got knocked out of the FA Cup, like I said, by Chelsea, and two, it is starting to look like they are getting tired. They are also burning out. They're not playing as good as they have been, you know, at the beginning. And since Dortmund, I think the first leg and the second leg of Dortmund was when things started to slowly fall apart. Dortmund kind of showed us that Man City does have a weakness, and the weakness lies in defense. I don't know what's happening with Manchester City's defense, but that is their weakness, and PSG thrives on weaknesses and mistakes. And if weaknesses and mistakes are made during that match, Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, the whole squad will capitalize on that and goals will be scored, and it might just be a little bit difficult for Manchester City to come back. So recently they have been winning despite their mistakes and weaknesses being exposed, but it's just been like the minimum, or doing it just for the sake of getting the job done. And if they do that against PSG, it will not be enough, it will not be in their favor. And if they really want to go through the finals, then they really have to play with all intensity, passion, heart, desire. Because if PSG plays the way they did against the second leg against Bayern, PSG was excellent defensively, PSG was excellent on the attack. Never mind Neymar missing all those like obvious scoring opportunities. Oh my word, people were saying that he had a great game, but he should give back Vinicius his shooting boots. So yes, if PSG can do what they did against Bayern in the second leg, then PSG has a fairly huge chance of knocking out City and heading over to the finals. And the final, I just see PSG and Real Madrid in the final. And yeah, we know at the beginning, before all these issues started appearing for City, they were favored to be the one to be winning the quadruple, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the UCL and the Prem. But now it just seems like the treble is a possibility. They will be playing Tottenham at the day of me recording this video. They'll be playing Tottenham today, and yeah, they have a very good chance of winning that. If they do not, what a wow, but we'll see what happens. So yes, in summary, Real Madrid is coming out and then PSG is coming out as the winner in their matchup, and that's just my semi-final prediction. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel for more football content and gaming content related to FIFA or any football games I will be playing as well. So thanks for watching. Until next time, and I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely morning, or an enjoyable evening wherever you are in the world.